Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Homestyle Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lexi. I am out in my garden today because the worst day of the year has come, and that is getting the garden put to bed for the winter. I hate this day. It always makes me so sad. But the frost is going to come within the next few days, and I want to get everything that's left harvested and put in the house and start to get the beds ready for next summer's garden, which is always an exciting thing to look forward to the next season. But I am always sad when this day comes. But first things first, I brought all my baskets out because, as you can see, we still have a lot of tomatoes. And I don't want these to go to waste. A bunch of them are blushing, so I want to get these off of the bushes, take them inside, try to let them ripen in the house. We'll see how well that goes. I do want to mention those tomato plants look so horrible because about a week before this, I came out and picked all the foliage off trying to get the tomatoes to ripen. Before I did that, they were huge and luscious and beautiful. I still have a ton of green cherry tomatoes. I'm going to try to take these in as well. I've got some bell peppers. I don't know how well those will do. The corn, I think I'm going to tear out, let them dry out a little, and use them as kind of a fall decoration. They're not very tall, as you can see. They got a really late start. Back here, we didn't end up doing anything. We are going to do corn and squash and pumpkins next year. We just didn't get the water to this in time, but that was okay. Over here, I still have some habaneros, jalapenos, cayenne pepper. I think this is cayenne pepper. My son pulled all of my little identifying cards out of these, so I can't remember exactly what this is, but I am hanging all of these up to dry. I don't know that the green ones on these will turn, and I don't know about the habaneros either, which I'm bummed about because I had a ton. But everything was kind of late this year. I don't know why everything was so late. It was our first year in here with this soil, so maybe next year. I'm hoping that after we get some good compost in here, let it sit over the winter, hopefully next year it will be in better condition and everything will grow a little faster. Our neighbor is going to bring us some horse manure in the next few days, and we're gonna put that in the beds. So fingers crossed all of that. We're gonna also put the chicken manure in, and I have some compost, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, we are going to get these tomatoes out of here and into the house. Believe it or not, I'm not a huge bug person. I don't know many people that are, but I am a little bit more on the skittish side when it comes to bugs. And fortunately this year we didn't really have very many bugs, which I'm really thankful for, and I hope that continues, but I'm not so sure that it will. All right, I thought about leaving these all on the vine, but I think that's gonna take up more room. So I think this year I'm actually just going to take them off the vine. If they're really small like this, I'm not gonna keep those. We did not get hardly any red tomatoes off of some of these bushes, especially this big one. I only got a few, which was crazy. Some people told us we were watering too much. Some people said it was the wind. Some people said it was because everything was so dry this year. But like I said, I really don't know what it was. I'm really hoping next year we have a little bit better luck in this garden. It's got a pretty big bug hole. I actually think I'm gonna try to keep these 2 bushels separate because These are more of my sauce tomatoes. These are more cutting, so I think I'm gonna keep these separate. Oh, a ladybug. These are all split, unfortunately. We have been having some very heavy rain. Ooh, that's a big one. Ooh, that's good there. This is my Roma tomato plant, and it really had a late start. Like I said, I just don't know why. Everything didn't take off, and now especially looking at the plant and seeing all of this on here that didn't ripen makes me so sad. Okay, taking these inside. Okay, so I want to try to kind of keep these separated by the kind of tomato they are. These are my sauce tomatoes. I believe that's what's in here. These are sauce tomatoes in here. So are these. So I'm gonna put all of these in this basket. I think my father-in-law said not to overcrowd these in here, so I'll say that's good there. These tomatillas are not from my garden. Okay, this space, I'm gonna put these in this basket for now. I am a basket-aholic. I have a basket problem. Pretty much anytime I'm at the thrift store, I buy a basket. I'm obsessed with them, so. Too squishy. I'm gonna give these some chickens. These are definitely Roma, so I'm gonna do all my Romas here. As they ripen, I'm gonna throw them all in the freezer until I have enough to do what I'm wanting to do with these. These I'm thinking of making into paste and sun drying some. To make some sun-dried tomatoes in oil. I made those last year and they're delicious. So I definitely want to make some more of those this year. And then these are my dicing and just eating tomatoes. But I know it might frost tonight, so I want to make sure I get at least all the goodies out of the garden tonight. Here you go. Here, chickies. Okay, next I am going to, I need a new pair of these. These are broken. Like spring isn't working. I'm going to harvest as many of these little bushels that I can find of these cherry tomatoes. I also have, these were supposed to be Roma tomatoes, I thought, but they ended up being grape tomatoes. They're actually really good. So I'll probably do those again next year in the garden. These I'm gonna mix up because I don't really have a separate reason for what I'm gonna do with these. Probably just end up making feta pasta with all of them mixed together. It's a tomato plant. It's a tomato plant. They're tomatoes. It's a tomato bush. That's enough from this guy. Ugh. Okay, I think that's enough. This was the first year I grew bell peppers, and they're very small. And they didn't turn red very fast, so I don't know that I'm gonna do these again next year, but we will see. These little ones were, yeah, that's what I thought. These were the spicy bell peppers, which I was really excited for. They did not get very big. They were pretty small. They were a very small pepper, as you can see, compared to these ones. Must have been the ones that were just the regular, yeah. These were just the regular red bell peppers, and they get a lot bigger. Hoping these ones will turn inside. I don't know that they will, but we'll see. This one, oh, this was the orange one. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about mixing these together. I'll know which is which if they do turn. These ones I'm probably not gonna, well, maybe these ones I will. Have a couple little shorties. Yeah, might make like a cute little bundle to put on the front porch once it dries out. Okay, now over here are my spicy peppers, my favorite place in the garden. I really highly doubt these are going to turn because anytime I've taken them in the house and they're green, they do not turn. So I'm just gonna pick the ones that are red. And then, unfortunately, I'm gonna leave the rest. I sure hope these habaneros will ripen in the house because there are so many in here. And I really want to make hot sauce with these, so they will turn orange. But if not, that's okay. Almost none of them turned orange off of this one. But they're really big. Maybe we'll be lucky and they'll turn. I'll give you guys an update on that. Hey guys, just wanting to jump in. It's been about 4 days since I harvested these, and I wanted to tell you they in fact are ripening in the house. So we are getting very lucky. They're looking really good. Pretty much everything is actually ripening pretty quickly. Even this bell pepper is starting to turn, so I am very pleased. Look at that, a tomato over here. What are you doing here? These were fresh chili hot peppers. So just a chili pepper, I guess. And then last are these jalapenos, which I haven't harvested in a while because I wanted them to get big. I was harvesting them and they were tiny, but I needed them, so they were only getting to be about this big. So I thought, okay, maybe I should leave these. I love jalapenos. I am a spice girl. So these normally get used up pretty fast. Don't necessarily know what I'm going to use these for, but we are in the works of getting a greenhouse. Hopefully by next year. Hopefully then I'll be able to keep some things in the greenhouse. Possibly some pepper plants, because I know these do come back if they're kept in the right environment. Ooh, that's a big one. Last of that too. Put that there for a minute. Bell peppers in here. Over here was my green beans and my carrots. I just came through here the other day and harvested pretty much the rest of the green beans, except I see one. Big one. They grow very fast. Oh, and I just broke that sprinkler. Don't tell Kellen. Sorry, honey. A little mid-work day snack. Okay. Next are my cucumbers. On this side, I had my slicing cucumbers, and this side I had my pickling cucumbers. Gonna just harvest the rest of these. I'm gonna harvest the rest of these now. I'm not really gonna keep these separate. Look at that little weirdo. I'm gonna